Wes, what made Davis so difficult tonight?
He's a really good player. Obviously, trying to look at his impact in pick and rolls. We knew going in the combinations of pick and rolls between him and LeBron, Westbrook, and it was strength of that team. And we didn't handle it very well. Tried to make some adjustments and didn't do that very well either. Um, I think he got a lot of easy ones, putbacks. Got to the line, drives, transition. And I think all those combination of plays really kind of pad things up. So now he's just playing with a level of comfort.
How's Brad doing?
He seems like he's in good spirits. Obviously, he has a strain, hamstring. Not sure the severity yet, but we'll evaluate him tomorrow and see where that goes.
Just quick follow-up, how did he hurt himself?
It was just on a play, first quarter. He was trying to drive to the basket from the right wing, and he just felt a little bit of pull.
I'm sorry, Wes, was that a strain or a sprain?
Strain.
Strain.
Yes.
What is the ideal when you put Gaff and KP on the floor together? What is that trying to negate, or what are you trying to get out of that? And then what maybe went a little bit not your way tonight, other than, of course, Davis?
Well, I mean, the matchups sometimes are tough. You have two bigs, gives you rim protection, defensive rebounding, gives you presence in the paint. You can feel that. At times, spacing on offense isn't great. Trying to find ways to use those guys so they're not guarding each other. But even defensively, when you got two bigs and they're small, one of the bigs is going to be cross-matched, and at times you get caught over-helping unnecessarily. And I think that's just the nature of bigs. They've been trained for a long time. Protect the paint, protect the rim, and it causes scramble situations. So there were stretches where it was good, I think, and obviously the matchups when they present themselves, it can work. But at times it's tough. So I think we'll keep an eye on that pairing, but I think it's been pretty good.
Wes, hamstrings are notoriously difficult to gauge the timeline, but if Brad has to miss, say, the next several games, how do you hope your team responds without its
Well,
best
I mean,
player?
I think we've shown at times we've been resilient enough to pull together and respond, play well. And I know he's missed some games here and there for a variety of reasons, and sometimes that helps guys. It galvanizes the group, pulls them together. You dig down and find a way, but there's no doubt we don't want to play without him for long.
I would imagine that Daniel was hoping to play more minutes than he did over that stretch recently. He hasn't said that to us, but that's just a guess. How do you feel like he dealt with what we would guess would be disappointment and worked through that?
As far as the stretch of games, or
Correct.
I'm sure. I talked to him. We had several conversations, and I could tell he was disappointed. And some of it is explaining the why. Certainly not personal, but you give guys an opportunity. It doesn't always go well. Sometimes it's just the matchups. Sometimes it's foul trouble. Sometimes it's KP is playing at such a high level. You want to get that guy back out there. So it's a variety of reasons.
Kuz, how difficult was it to defend Anthony Davis tonight?
We didn't. It was very, very, very challenging. When those guys are healthy, ain't too many people stopping their pick and roll. Whether it's Bron passing because he's such a great passer, can make any pass. Russ is a phenomenal pocket passer, and once he gets the ball in the paint, it's really nothing you can really do. He's been that way. It just hasn't been healthy, but it's tough.
And what has been the common thread recently, losing 6 of the last 7?
We're just not playing the right brand of basketball right now. I think that we just gotta center in and get back to what we were doing. We won that 5 out of 6. That's kind of we just gotta get back to whatever we were doing good and doing well. We just need to all look back at that and understand that we can do it, and we've done it. We've won games, and we strung games for W's. We just got to get back to it.
Kyle, we don't know the severity yet of Brad's hamstring injury. If missed several games. How do you want to see the team respond?
We just got to play hard. You know what I mean? Like, we've done pretty well when he's been out the lineup. So hopefully, certain guys, that's when he's back in, they kind of suppress themselves a little bit. Hopefully, they can come out of a little bit and get some confidence. So yeah.
How would you describe the mood in the locker room right now?
When we lost 6 out of 7, just 6 out of 7 it's no fun losing.
For a guy like Denny, first quarter missed 5 3-pointers, but they were good 3-pointers that you guys want him to take. Is there anything that you do as a teammate to try and just re-encourage him?
Yeah, one, there's a reason why you're open, and two, just got to have confidence. He works. He's in the gym more than anybody. He shoots a lot. It's all about confidence. But, I think this game was a very good eye-opener of how teams are guarding him this season. And, it's okay. Every player at a certain time in their career, they hit a down patch, have a stretch of games or whatnot, and you just got to figure it out. I think that he will. And the best part about life for NBA players is we always play another game. So excited to get to Chicago.
Daniel, what did you think was the decisive part about tonight's loss?
Decisive part? What do you mean by that?
What enabled them to play as well as they did, and your team not playing as well as it would have played?
Well, I feel like they really took advantage of Anthony Davis's hot hand. He came out, he was locked in from the beginning, and he basically hit every shot down the stretch. And it was just kind of tough for us to kind of figure out ways to put a stop to that. Basically whatever he got around the rim, it was either a foul or a bucket and one. And it was just tough because, it was just a lot of frustration because we were trying to figure that out. We were trying to throw different things at him and stuff and just play through it. Him and LeBron are two great players, and it's just something that they really took advantage of. And, we tried to adjust down the floor, and it just really didn't work out for us.
How would you describe that dunk you had?
I really can't describe it myself. I didn't even think I was going to make it. The pass when Corey threw it, I tried things time and time again, and I was like, just go for it. I ran the floor. I felt like, it was a reward, so I rewarded myself by really working to get that ball through the hoop. So that's the main thing.
You think you could physically reach back any further than that?
I don't think so. I probably would pop my shoulder out of place. I thought it probably would have popped out of place if I would have reached back just a tad bit further on that one. But you got to put your body on the line to make plays like that. So.
Yeah, so far for you, how have you liked playing alongside Kristaps in those two big lineups?
It's smooth, It's not really too hard for neither of us. We know the spots that we need to be in whenever we're on the floor just to be out each other's way. I want to make sure I space the floor right for him to do his work. And then whenever, I'm in the pick and roll or anything like that, he spaces the floor out just in case if there is a lob for me or if we want to space the floor out for spray out threes. That's the main thing.
Kuz is saying maybe that it helps you just define your role a little bit more. Mm-hmm. I guess, do you feel that's a accurate assessment?
Oh, yeah, of course. Whenever we're on the floor at the same time, I'm obviously at the big still, but I feel like I do a lot of the dirty work when it comes to being in at the same time with him because he's up top taking care of everything, and I'm down low under the basket taking care of everything. It can be good because he's down there trying to rebound, and I'm down there trying to rebound too. I get a lot of wedge rebounds, and I can do a lot of tip-outs too from under the basket. So.
So what would you say generally is, the biggest couple things that the team needs to work on to turn this stretch around?
Really just our consistency and the way we start off games. That's the main thing. We talk about it in the locker room all the time. We got to start off better. Teams are going to come, like I said, and I think one of the interviews back, I think it was the last game, teams are going to come out night in, night out, and they're going to hit us in the mouth. We got to learn how to throw punches first, and then if guys come in and they throw the first punch, we got to learn how to throw the punch back. Plain and simple, we can't let go of the rope, and we can't, not make it hard for teams when they come into our arena or when we go to their arena. We got to make it tough for guys because they do the same thing to us, So.